It's week 9 of the NFL, and we're watching the Snowhawks, superstar tight end, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Snowhawks and the Lions, just ahead on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Tar Heel, their rookie quarterback from UNC.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now a give right side. It's Gardner. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Gardner. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Faulkner. He finds his man. Complete. It's Nash. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Williams, the man in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick is indeed good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Up the middle they go. Tolbert able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tolbert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gardner. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31.
Operating from the gun, Faulkner. That'll be caught by Foreman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. the middle they go. Gardner. There's the stiff arm. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. After 39 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Snowball.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw again. Dumps it underneath to Tolbert. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down, San Antonio.
Back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Snowhawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Line 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pushing his way through. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Faulkner. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Faulkner. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Drake London, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Snowhawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards. And the San Antonio first down.
They'll run on first down. Tolbert, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Snowhawks.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And that last throw not going to account for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. 2nd and 2. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Snowhawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Faulkner, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also...
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Lions now. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 74 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw here. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 7. First down, San Antonio.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Cherry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the San Antonio first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Gardner. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Faulkner. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Faulkner. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 13 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Caught on a slant. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing to start the drive. Faulkner. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were booed.